Hello everyone, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about fundamental concepts in reaction mechanism. Fundamental concepts in organic reaction mechanism. Okay. Generally, organic molecules are react with appropriate attacking reagent to form intermediates, and finally we will get products. Organic molecules generally called as substrate. Okay, the reactant or organic molecules are called substrate. Substrate is react with attacking reagent, appropriate attacking reagent, attacking an organic molecule to form intermediates. And finally we will get products. Products will get. Okay. What's the concept today? Fundamental concepts in organic reaction mechanism. This reaction mechanism. Okay. Fundamental concept. What are the concepts behind this reaction? Clear? Here organic molecules attacked by the attacking reagent, appropriate attacking reagent to form intermediates, and finally we will get the products. Clear? Understand? Organic molecules or substrate is a molecule which supplies the carbon atom to form new bonds. Okay? Organic molecules are substrate. What is substrate here? Substrate. What is substrate? Substrate is a organic molecule which supplies the carbon atom to form new bonds. Okay, organic molecules which supplies the carbon atoms to form new bonds are called substrate. Okay, these are the substrate which can supply the carbon atom or carbon atoms to form the new bonds. What about reagent? Attacking reagent. What is attacking reagent? Attacking reagent is a substance which proceeds the reaction. What is it? Attacking reagent, a substance or a molecule which helps to carry out the reaction. Clear? It is a substance. What is reagent? Reagent is a substance which helps to complete the reaction. What about intermediates? Intermediates means they are unstable species which are transformed into products. Now in this reaction mechanisms are there. Okay, different mechanisms followed in the reactions. In the organic chemical reactions, reaction mechanisms. What is reaction mechanism? Reaction mechanism is a microscopic path by which the reactants are transformed into products. What is mechanism? Reaction mechanism is a microscopic path by which the reactants are transformed into products is called reaction mechanism. What is it? Reaction mechanism. Clear? It is a microscopic path by which reactants are transformed into products is called reaction mechanism. And what are intermediates? Intermediates are highly unstable species. They are carbon free radicals, carbon ions, and carbocations. But these three types of intermediates will form in the reaction mechanism, and finally we will get the products. Initially, the organic compounds or organic molecules are covalent in nature. The bond between carbon and other molecules is covalent bond. The bond is covalent in nature. What is covalent bond? Initially, we need to know the covalent bond formation between carbon and other atoms like hydrogens, halogens, oxygens, and all other atoms. Okay. Instead, I will take an example, methane. I will take an example of organic compound or organic molecule. In organic compound, in methane, carbon atom is the central atom. Atomic number is 6. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. This is called ground state electronic configuration. What is it? Ground state electronic configuration. What about its excited state electronic configuration? When it absorbs energy in the form of radiation, the outer electrons are excited. The outermost orbit electrons are excited. The valence electrons are excited. Now the 2s electron transformed into the p orbital, promoted to p orbital. Means the exact electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s1, 2p3. In its excited state, how many electrons are there? 4 electrons. 1 electron present in the s orbital, 3 electrons present in the p orbitals. To complete the octet structure of carbon atom, how many electrons are required? 4 electrons are required. Around the carbon atom in its excited state, 4 electrons are there like this. How many electrons are there? 4 electrons. To complete the octet of the carbon, it contributes 1 electron to the hydrogen atom. Okay, hydrogen electronic configuration 1s1. In s orbital 1 electron is there. In s orbital how many electrons are there? 1 electron. S orbital 1 electron is there in the hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom contributes 1 electron and carbon atom contributes 1 electron. Similarly, the second hydrogen also contributes 1 electron. Third one also contributes 1 electron, and fourth one also contributes 1 electron. Between carbon and hydrogen, the bond pair will form. What is it? Bond pair. This is called bond pair. The bond pair is equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4 bond pairs are there around the carbon atom. How many bond pairs are there? 4 bond pairs. Each bond pair contains how many electrons? 2 electrons. Now, when these 4 bond pairs are belongs to carbon atom, it contains how many electrons? 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. So, octet structure of carbon atom is completed. Clear? What about hydrogen atom? When this bond pair is belongs to hydrogen atom, it contains how many electrons? 2 electrons. Means 1s2 configuration. Means it get helium configuration. Nearest inert gas configuration helium. 1s2 means 2 electrons are there. 2 electrons means it is a inert gas configuration. What about carbon? How many electrons are there? 8 in first orbit. 2 electrons are there. Total number of electrons 10 is there. So it reaches a neon configuration. Okay, neon gas configuration. It approaches or it acquires neon gas configuration after complete the octet structure. Means both are complete their octet structure in their outermost orbit. Clear? Both are complete their octet structure. So this is called covalent bond. Covalent bond just like a partnership business. What is it? A partnership business. Now hydrogen is invest one electron, carbon also invest one electron. Okay, both are investing one electron, and these one electrons are invested between the carbon and hydrogen atom. After 5 years or 10 years, they will get profit. The profit is equally shared by the both of the partners. What is it? Profit. Profit means here bond pair. What is profit here? Bond pair. The bond pair is a profit between the partners. The bond pair is, the profit is equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. Equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. When these bond pair belongs to hydrogen atom, it contains 2 electrons in their outermost orbit, so it reaches nearest energy gas configuration. Similarly, when this 4 bond pairs belongs to carbon atom, octet structure completed. That is called covalent bond. What is it? A covalent bond. Understand? Let's take one more example. C2H6 ethane. C2H6 ethane. In ethane, carbon atom is the central atom, so electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, that is called ground state electronic configuration. 1s2, 2s1, 2p3 is excited state electronic configuration. What is it? Excited state electronic configuration. Now how many carbons are there here? 2 carbon atoms are there. How many carbons are? 2 carbon atoms are there. Now in this excited state electronic configuration, carbon has how many electrons? 4 unpaired electrons. This belongs to s orbital, this belongs to px orbital, this belongs to py orbital, this belongs to pz orbital. This is s orbital, this is px, this is py, this is pz. Okay, s orbital, px orbital, py orbital, pz orbital contains unpaired electrons. Now around the carbon atom, how many unpaired electrons are there? 4 unpaired electrons are there. How many? 4. Now this carbon atom, I am giving number 1 and 2. First carbon number 1 contribute 1 electron. Okay, and is, I am writing with red marker here. Now this carbon contribute 1 electron. This electron, red mark electron coming from second carbon. So I am writing this with a red marker. Clear? Now between carbon and carbon bond pair is formed due to the contribution of 1 electrons of first carbon and second carbon. Now formation of bond pair takes place between carbon and carbon. This is called bond pair. Now bond pair is equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. Clear? Now after contribute 1 electron, each and every carbon has 3 unpaired electrons. How many unpaired electrons are there? 3 unpaired electrons. Clear? Among 4 unpaired electrons, 1 unpaired electrons are contribute between carbon and carbon to form a bond pair. Between carbon and carbon. Clear? After complete this bond formation, how many hydrogens are there here? 6 hydrogens are there. Now 3 hydrogen atoms bond formation with the first carbon. Okay. Now hydrogen contribute 1 electron. This red electron coming from where? Hydrogen atom. Okay, between carbon and hydrogen bond pair formation takes place. Here to form the bond pair, hydrogen contribute 1 electron, carbon contribute another electron. Okay, both are contributes 1 electron to form bond pair between carbon and hydrogen. Clear? Similarly, between these 2 carbon and hydrogen also, carbon contributes 1 electron and hydrogen also contribute 1 electron to form a bond pair between carbon and hydrogen. So sigma bond formation takes place, that is covalent bond formation takes place between carbon and hydrogen. Similarly, at second carbon, hydrogen contribute 1 electron, carbon also contribute 1 electron. Similarly, hydrogen contribute 1 electron, carbon also contributes 1 more electron. Similarly, another hydrogen atom. Okay, like this, the bond pairs are formed between carbon and carbon, carbon and hydrogen, carbon and hydrogen, carbon and hydrogen. Now around this first carbon, how many bond pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many bond pairs are there? 4 bond pairs are there. Means how many electrons? 8 electrons are there. Means octet of this carbon is completed. Octet of this carbon is completed. What about second carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 electrons are there. So octet of this carbon also completed. Octet of this carbon also completed. Clear? When these bond pairs are belongs to this carbon atom, 8 electrons in the outermost orbit, 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. When this bond pairs belongs to hydrogen atom, it contains how many electrons? 2 electrons. Means it reaches nearest inert gas configuration, that is helium. What about carbon? It contains 8 electrons and already 2 electrons are there in the first orbit. Total 10 electrons are there. So it reaches nearest inert gas configuration, that is neon. Similarly, second carbon also. Now the structure between carbon and carbon. What is it? A covalent bond. What is this? Covalent bond. Covalent bond formed between carbon and carbon by the contribution of one electron of carbon atoms. Okay, one electron coming in the first carbon, another electron coming in the second carbon, and bond pair is formed between carbon and carbon, and that bond pair is called covalent bond. What is it? A covalent bond. Similarly, single bondage, single bondage, single bondage, single bondage, single bondage. This is called covalent bond. What is it? A covalent bond. Okay, between carbon and hydrogen. By the contribution of one electron of carbon and hydrogen, single bond formation takes place. That is called sigma bond. That is called covalent bond. What is it? A covalent bond. Which bond? Covalent. What is mean covalent? Contribution of one electrons from the bonded atoms. Okay, these are the bonded atoms, and one electrons contributed with the both of the bonded atoms. Clear? Understand? Let's take a simple example to understand the covalent bond. For example, H2 molecule. What is it? H2 molecule, hydrogen gas. In hydrogen gas, hydrogen atom is electronic configuration 1s1. Like this, 2 hydrogen atoms are there. How many hydrogens, sir? 2 hydrogen atoms are there. Hydrogen 1 and hydrogen 2. This hydrogen contribute 1 electron and second hydrogen also contribute 1 electron. Between hydrogen atoms, one bond pair is formed between carbon and carbon. For example, this is coming from left side carbon, this is coming from right side carbon. Both are hydrogen. Both are contribute 1 electron to form a bond pair between hydrogen and hydrogen. That is called covalent bond. What is it? A covalent bond. Now electronegativity of hydrogen atom is 2.1. Okay. Now electronegativity difference. 2.1 minus 2.1, that is equal to 0. Electronegativity is 0. Electronegativity difference is 0. In such cases, the bond pair is equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. When electronegativity difference 0 or almost 0. In such cases, the bond pair is equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. Clear? For example, hydrogen chloride is there. HCl. Okay. Otherwise, I will take an example. CH3Cl, methyl chloride. What is methyl chloride? Single bond H, single bond H, single bond H, single bond Cl. Chloride is there. Okay. Now, electronegativity difference between the carbon and halogen is maximum. Chlorine has the highest. Otherwise, I will fluorine. Fluorine 4.0. Electronegativity 4.0. That is the maximum electronegativity there. Less is there. So electronegativity difference will get. Okay, it is not equal to 0. Electronegativity difference is not equal to 0. Electronegativity is not equal to 0. In such case, the bond pair is not equally shared by the both of the bonded atoms. When the electronegativity difference is not equal to 0. In such cases, the bond pair which is formed between atoms is not equally shared by the bonded atoms. In such cases, what happens? For example, electronegativity of fluorine gas is there. So, partial del negative means electron density increased, halogen, and del positive. Del positive means electron density decrease at the carbon atom. Clear? They are not equally shared the bond pair of electrons, where electronegativity difference of the bonded atoms are not equal to 0. Okay, in such cases the bond pair is not equally shared by the bonded atoms. Clear? In the next class we will discuss bond fission and reaction intermediates. Okay.